again my character. But yeah. So yeah. So let's see. Easy 300 BC hatchback.
32 teams came together to compete. Out on the disc. We're bringing you all the highlights.
Till November 3rd. Oh, I can. I got that.
It's NBA 2K's first esports event, the road to the final.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
See if audio's
Hello,
okay,
everybody,
guys.
and welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson here with my esteemed colleagues, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Knicks. They struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. And guys, we'll get to see Freak play in this one. He was one of the bigger names in college, jumped to the NBA after 1 year. Shaq, you left early as well. How hard of a decision was it to leave school?
Well, it's never an easy decision. Each person has different reasons why they want to leave, financial responsibilities, just getting tired. In my case, the Hack of Shaq was created. I was getting beat up too much, and I heard my main man, Dick Vitale, say if Shaq leaves, he'll be the #1 pick. So I didn't want to go back, get hurt, and possibly drop.
Yeah, because you could have been #2 if you stayed a year, I tell you. But, you know, this guy, Freak, because if you would have played in that era with Freak, I don't know, Shaq. This guy, you know, he left school early, but he is something unique, different.
You tell me if you guys want me to keep let you hear them do their commentary.
Live from New York, 2K Sports proudly brings you Knicks basketball. The Detroit Pistons come into this one after the win against the Charlotte Hornets. It was just a textbook performance. That game was all theirs. Once they got it going, it was full. For New York, Kyle O'Quinn, he's checked in for Lopez. Derek Williams comes in for Porzingis. And Freak subbed in the court for the Pistons. Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Marcus Morris is out there with Tobias Harris. And it's Drummond in at the 5. Roman the paint. Williams passes to Freak. New York moving the ball around. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. And that one's good. Roten.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Jackson, a screen on Williams. And it's Harris off the drive, and he gets it to go. Harris has got 9.
And at 4 or 5 now, a nice start. I mean, he looks ready to make an impact offensively. So far, so good.
Anthony kicks to Freak. Out left to the wing. Now here's Roten, guarded by Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Freak dishes to O'Quinn. Good D by Drummond.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yes, sir, fellas. They've had it going on big time.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively.
On the floor for Detroit, Jackson and Caldwell both the guards. Ilyasova out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Harris in at the 3 slot. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
Playing a physical brand of basketball so far, and those trips to the foul line have been very effective.
Another thing they've been doing so far tonight is knocking down the jump shot.
Freak passes to Lopez. Inside. Here's Porzingis trying to claw his way back after a terrible showing in that loss to Boston. They get the rebound.
Defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
The drive by Jackson. No good. Excellent D there from Afflalo. Knicks trail by 6. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's Jackson. And the shot is long. For the New York Knicks, they come into this one following a loss to the Celtics in Boston.
And in that game, guys, their three-point shooting really was their own worst enemy. Even when they got the open looks, they just had an inability to knock them down.
And, guys, you've seen it happen to every team. You have to be a threat from beyond the arc nowadays, and if the team goes cold, it really can sabotage your game.
Here's Porzingis. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. Jose Calderon. He's checked in for free.
They subbed me out that whole
And the
quarter.
first half comes to a close. We've got a close game going on here. Pistons ahead as they dominate the last minutes of the quarter on an 8-0 run. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Pause stream. I'm not going to pause it. Just watch the halftime. We're back.
Hey guys, some keys to talk about from what I've seen so far. This is a tight ball game, but remember, this is our house. I like the number of assists we've racked up. That says a lot about the way we've been running our offense, and there's no reason we can't get more. Keep finding the open man. I did like the scoring punch we got off the bench. That heated things up for us when we had to have a little something extra. And just to talk about what we want for the pace of the game, I'd say nice and steady suits us just fine. It doesn't have to be attractive. Everybody said this was an even matchup on paper. It's going to come down to effort. We just have to outwork them in the second half. Simple as that.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first two quarters.
Checking out the game, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has had 9 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Freaks checked in for New York. Knicks trail by 8. Freak in at point guard. Anthony is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Robin Lopez, and it's Afflalo in at the 2. That's the 5 for New York right now. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Caldwell-Pope kicks to Jackson. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Knicks have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker room at the break. Freak dishes to Anthony. The basket drop.
There we go, guys. Wait a minute.
And he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
Don't take your eyes off of him because he can make plays from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Caldwell Pope passes to Jackson. Out to Harris. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
When he's wide open like that, he'll rarely miss those.
Here's Anthony. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Detroit's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jackson in the corner. Plenty of space. Good on the jump shot. Jackson's got 11. Knicks trail by 4. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Anthony kicks to Afflalo. Back to Anthony. A second chance effort, and he hits it and gets half down the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Just a grinder, always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass, and that's one of the things he brings to the table.
A different look for Neal. The Knicks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Detroit, Jackson and Caldwell Pope, the guards. Andre Drummond is out there with Ilyasova, and it's Harris in at the small forward spot. Here's Caldwell Pope. He's guarded by Afflalo. Harris a screen on Afflalo. Caldwell Pope pushes to Harris.
It's a solid outing for Harris. He's got 11 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown.